2, 1, 2.
Come here, Hunky. Let me take that
1,
vehicle.
2,
I wanna
1,
get out of
2.
here.
All right, I'm hitting the 45. Now we go.
Welcome to the Now We Go podcast, episode volume 12. Big Uncle Zach here. Today's my motherfucking birthday. I am 37 years old, so stuff that in your pipe. I'm sitting here with my young associate, J.M. Holland.
These guys are nothing in the game. I'm the best.
Science. And I'm also sitting here. He's wearing a D's Pickles shirt. Shout out to the guys from D's Pickles. But
Yeah,
I'm
man.
sitting here with the man, the myth, the mystery, Mike Fauerbach.
What's up, dude? Happy birthday.
What's up? Thanks, man.
37.
Yeah, that's cool, dude. Birthdays, it's always like a weird thing because people are always like, oh, man, it's your birthday, blah, 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 and everyone gives you so much love, which is awesome. I love it, but it just feels weird, you know what I mean? And everyone's always like hitting you up and stuff, but I appreciate the love from everybody, and I don't really feel any different. My lower back feels 96, but the rest of me feels like 27, so... But
you gotta keep it young.
yeah, we had a little get together yesterday. My wife did up for me. It was pretty cool. We got to hang out a little bit with some of the squad. My cousin came by, Big Steve came by. You know, a bunch of guys from the school. It's tough because if we would have invited, like, if she would have went through the line and invited everybody, there'd be 700 people there. So
Yeah.
we had to keep it somewhat cool because I don't have a monster place yet, but. Yeah, I don't know, man. Everything else is going great, man. I'm loving life. We're getting back to work, kinda. So, restaurants are opening up, which is cool.
Yes, I saw they, what was it, the Tucker Silk Mill put up doors in between, and
Yeah.
you won't get sick that way. So I'm glad things are moving.
Well, as long as those doors are there.
They're sideways.
So fucking stupid, dude. This whole phase thing is bullshit.
Oh, my God.
We gotta phase it back. That's just
Yeah.
to keep that narrative going that this was like actually happening the entire time. Like now we gotta phase it back in.
Yeah.
But people can be out 10 million deep.
Yeah, from what it was.
Phase these nuts, big boy.
Yeah, come on.
When I went to Wegmans last month, and it was like, stay the fuck back.
Yeah,
They're
people are
spraying
yelling
everything
at each
down.
other,
Yeah,
yeah.
I went there this morning. I was in and out in 15 minutes. They're not spraying anything down anymore.
This is the thing, too.
Dude, they had on the UFC. They had Amanda Nunes spraying gloves in between.
Yeah.
I'm like, Jesus Christ! They had that part of her, like her cut, like her video cut, like her before the main event. She's like, spray down these gloves. I'm like, so stupid. Whatever.
Cart guy just
People gotta do what they gotta
pushing carts with his mask off.
You know
Can't
what's
breathe.
really weird? I don't know how this works, if it's like some kind of like triangulation with the coordinates or whatever, but somehow Finishers MMA, 10 Planet Jiu-Jitsu's been in the past the green this whole time. we never went through any phases. Super weird.
The way the map on the
We cross
the
into-
government
yeah.
gets the map, like the counties are like intersected at a weird spot where our business is kind of like
Yeah, we're like in
right-
international waters where we can
Yes.
pretty much do whatever we want.
we're on the scissor lift.
Space continuum or something. It's something where the coordinates offset the rules that we don't have to do anything they say. So
Good for you guys.
I'm always on the scissor lift.
What a killer location.
yeah, it's weird. It's just we didn't even know when we got it like that, but it just happened. So
I'm still pushing for that scissor lift.
yeah, well, how about this? So wanted to talk about this. I started getting into it a little bit, but I did find a place, undisclosed location, for the next Finishers sub only Finishers 12. We're calling it the Lockdown, and it's going to be some super fights, maybe a 155-pound EBI shootout, because the following weekend we're in El Paso for Grace versus Danielle Kelly and the actual EBI shootout, whatever. What is it called? Jiu-Jitsu OT. And then we're going to do the same thing. We found a really dope place, farm-ass area. Can't tell you where it is because I don't want a lot of people showing up to it, because we got to keep it kind of cool. And not because of social distancing purposes, but purposes of not getting the cops called on us. So we got to keep it low-key, and we don't want the cops called. So we're just going to, the guy said he doesn't really care, but what's cool about it is a pro wrestling. He bought it and is turning it into a pro wrestling place, moving it from, I guess they were doing it in Sellersville, Pennsylvania, some other rural-ass areas, and he's moving it to this area. bought a big barn that just no one wanted in the middle of like an
it
area
like a
that's
pole
pretty
barn?
nice. It's not a pole barn. It's like a barn slash big old
It's a giant
warehouse
building.
type thing.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's a big
it
building.
looks like a
Yes.
fantasy factory type
Yeah.
thing. So you walk in. There's a bunch of hallways. There's a basement that he was trying to put a microbrewery in, but he's working on that. Maybe he said he might make it like a lounge area.
Yes.
And then the middle area when you first come in is going to be one side's going to be all weightlifting equipment, and then just that's going to be their spot where they do pro wrestling. They're going to have I forget what the name of the pro wrestling company is. It's kind of like how ECW was always at the what arena is that in Philly?
2300 arena.
Yeah, 2300 arena. It's how they were always there. They got a big ECW mural up on the thing, and we used to doing Fight to Win, and Jules fought there, and there was always like MMA shows there, but that's how this place is. And they're setting it up to where he's going to have like cameras and like a whole thing. So it'll be on like a public access TV or whatever. And it's also on Fight TV, which is another app where you can watch random
What, he's
things
doing
on.
that? He's putting
They're
on
already
Fight?
on it. Yeah.
Wow.
There's things already on it. Yeah. He said like
His show will be on Fight.
Yeah.
Okay.
Ours is free, you know, but like once they get all this set up, like once they get this set up where he's got a big ass wrestling ring.
I probably have a fight on
sick.
every streaming fight service there is. Fight Pass,
We were on Fight TV.
YouTube,
We were on
Fight TV.
yeah, we were on Fight TV for
Go Fight Live. How many of y'all know about Go Fight Live?
yeah, Go Fight Live. That's old school. But Fight TV we were on that for Rise, I think, Rise Fighting Championship.
Yeah.
But dude, this is the closest we've ever been to doing pro wrestling. So there's got to be some way we can break into the
Like
you know.
crossover.
Yeah.
Yeah. How fun would that be?
It's gonna happen. My cousin's like, no way, I gotta get in that ring. Like 10 dudes said that to me. I was like, because the guy jumped in it. Like I had to go, but the guy jumped in, was like bouncing off the ropes and
Yeah.
showing how it like bangs down and stuff. So I'm thinking eventually we start running some kickboxing matches in that ring, or we just do some underground combat
Yeah, and if
jiu-jitsu.
he's got it all set up to record and everything, and you have all your camera angles and everything, it's just really changing the show.
He's got a lot of work to do still, but like construction wise. But then I was giving him ideas and stuff. He was like, "Well, I don't know about we got to get alcohol sales somehow." I'm like, "Dude, you just get one of those dudes who can come. We know one of
Yeah.
our guys."
Dude, in Las Vegas, they got guys selling beers out of coolers right on the fucking
well,
street.
but if you just have a guy, we know a guy who has a traveling liquor license where he
Yep.
could just put up
Yeah.
the thing
There you
wherever,
go.
right? Didn't they
find
do that
somebody-
at Allentown Hall or whatever? Are they allowed to sell alcohol there? Or who
Ag
was
Hall.
that dude?
Ag
It
Hall.
all.
No, when we did Jokes and Chokes, I mean, remember?
No, they had a
um,
bar. They had the bar with the place, like so they could do that. But you would just have to find like a food truck or somebody that has that traveling liquor license.
These pickles, dude.
Yeah,
then-
exactly. If they set up a food
Yeah.
truck that sells alcohol, that'd be dope. So, anyways, the one is a pro wrestling. So we'll get into that somehow. We'll sponsor it because I like this guy. He's an older dude, and I feel like he's not going to be able to make very much money with pro wrestling right now. Although what's crazy is guys don't know this. The commission, the Pennsylvania Commission. Shout out to Greg Serb, you douchebag.
Greggy.
Yeah, he never lets us do anything. He shut down everything I've ever tried to get through to him. Any cock talked to me once too, but I'm not fighting anymore, so it doesn't matter. And he wouldn't let JM go pro in MMA for some odd reason. He's like trying to. It's always like a game with that dude. Like he's got to exert his dominance over people. There's articles.
You can
all
fight
over.
Chad George and Sadeko, but you can't fight pro in Pennsylvania. Come on, dude.
There's articles on why UFC don't even want to come back here, like because of how much of an asshole douchebag he is. And I've seen him do a lot of stupid stuff. People accused him of being racist and all types of shit too. Like
No,
he's an asshole.
old white guy in Pennsylvania, racist?
Yeah,
No way.
exactly, dude. Wait, dude. But anyways,
Tough climate right now, George.
we're trying to we're trying to.
Damn, we're calling him racist and everything on the. Damn,
Hey,
we're going in on this guy.
allegedly.
Listen,
This is from what I heard. I heard.
Yeah.
you don't have to hear it. Just Google it. You know what I mean? It's not even. It's big.
Google's in big trouble, right? They're gonna
MMA
have to reform
promotions.
all that.
Oh yeah, they're gonna have to do a bunch of shit
Because
supposedly.
Google's
What did the Goog
fucking
do?
with the elections,
What did
dude.
Oh.
They're, you know what I mean? Because when you go get your news from Google and,
People are-
slapdick.com.
People are saying go to DuckDuckGo.
Right.
What's that one?
That's free. It's like private browsing.
Yeah.
Like no one's you can just erase your history real simple. So if you're looking into pedogate,
Pedophiles?
yeah, pedophiles or like tampering with judges or any kind of underground,
Write this down.
that's DuckDuckGo territory. You don't want to let Google know you're woke
The Googs.
to shit because they might You know, it's like they're really worried about that. Like, there's like 5 Silicon Valley billionaires running the entire
Yeah, I mean, once
internet.
you start having an avenue to that many people, it's got to start getting really weird on what you can actually do.
Yeah, they gotta start regulating shit. You know what I mean, or whatever. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know what they're gonna do.
Anyways, Greg Serb is in charge of pro wrestling, so it's not happening anytime soon. It's basically what
He's a boxer. He has like a real, like he's at all the events. Every time you have a fight in Pennsylvania, he's gonna be there.
Greg?
Yeah, Greg Serb. He was always nice to me when I was fighting, but I don't know, for whatever reason, he's just got a little man complex. I feel like he likes telling people what to do and shit. But he got what was I talking about?
Well, he's in charge of pro wrestling because.
But he's a boxer, so he's like his dick gets hard for boxing. He hates MMA. Hates MMA.
All right.
When I was boxing when I was a kid, all the boxers hated us.
Yeah.
Because we were a karate school boxers,
Yeah.
so they like thought we were like pussies and that we couldn't box. We beat them all the time.
So he just held you guys back because he wanted to push more boxing, which slowed what you guys were trying to do down.
So if you come at him, like mixed martial arts is hard and there's punching in it. So imagine that guy trying to pry that guy's fucking brain open and get him into jiu-jitsu. There's no way. You know, he's not going to be like, well, good thing he doesn't charge jiu-jitsu shows.
Yeah, they're not involved
in charge
in
of
jiu-jitsu.
jiu-jitsu.
Even if he was in charge, I would just do it under the radar and, not deal with him. But the problem with that guy's place is he can't have pro wrestling there for who knows. And even when they can, he was going to try to do one that was just going to be like just a show for people to watch because there's nothing going on. So they're going to do it with no crowd. And he said no. And this guy just bought this building. And he's like, come on, dude, like, let me do something. And even when he said, what's it going to look like coming back? He's like, well, I don't know. We're going to have to measure seats. We're going to have to measure seats.
Get the fuck out
Imagine
of here.
that. Well, that's how they make, they're not making money online. They're making money on spectators driving to come see, Jake the Snake Roberts or something like that. So people want to come and see and wait in a line and shake his hand and take pictures and shit and buy food and buy alcohol and buy t-shirts and stuff. But that's how they make their money. But now that's completely shut down. Listen, the people who are going to watch pro wrestling, they ain't dying from coronavirus. Those people got all types of shit, dude. They're going in there with
syphilis.
You know what I mean? Yeah, coronavirus.
Gonorrhea.
They're like, what? They ain't wearing no mask. Like I said, when I left the place, I was driving across the street, a restaurant right on the end of the one area that connects to the other area. I don't want to say what it is. And as you're going across, there's a restaurant there, and there was a guy with no shirt on, drinking a beer, smoking a cigarette, ordering at a bar that was outside seating, and the waitresses weren't wearing masks either. So that's the type of spot where we're taking the finishers tournament because I don't want to create a issue anywhere else. So. But if this ends up working out and we can keep making money there, dude, we're just going to keep doing it.
That's what I said. I said, if it's that killer of a place, you can really just start. I mean, how many times do we say, I wish we just had a place. I wish we had a place to do this. And if that guy sets it up the way he is, I would have no problems reaching out and trying to help him, even if he's like stuck and he's, spitball ideas where he can try and make money online or
we could, dude. We
use
could
the podcast. You know what I mean? Like, I would have no problem bringing on some crazy wrestling show. Let's go.
Exactly.
Dude.
Let's do it. I figured we're going to be, there's no way we can't get involved in that somehow.
Sounds like a good fit to lock in for
I'll jump
a
off
third person.
I'll jump off high areas.
I'll do it.
Yeah.
We could totally do like an invasion thing or a couple of our guys that are
just
big.
do it totally like NWO style. Just start showing up to their matches.
I could imagine a tag team of like me and Carmelo as a tag team or something like that. Like Mello being all huge and me being all small. He could like pick me up and throw me over the ropes into the, I think that would be cool. And then I think, some of those people, maybe they get into training. Maybe we get to I'm telling you, we'd be able to have kickbox. And it's cool because there's like an above balcony that you're looking down on too. So you could be doing kickboxing matches in there illegally. And you could be doing combat jiu-jitsu matches. You could do whatever you want.
That's crazy. Cool. I mean,
the only kickboxing fights in Pennsylvania are USKA.
Mm-hmm.
How big is the
balcony?
Could the balcony take the places of the lift?
Yeah.
So
Well, that's what he said. There was going to camera up there
with the drugs and alcohol.
Yeah, exactly.
All right, that's where I'm going.
Come up to the balcony. You need a
Hang out with
pass.
your boy, dude. I'm the best. I'm the best. I'm the best there's ever been.
There could be, you know what? We could, like I was thinking with that too. Like we'll be able to have, we could have jokes and chokes there.
Yep.
And it's a it's a pretty big parking lot. And he's like,
cuts out bullshit, cuts out all that nonsense, paying for stuff, having to be like, look, it's charity. Yeah. Can you do it for free? And then 6 months later, they're like, well, I don't get what you're doing. Can I book you anyway?
Yeah.
Get the fuck out of here.
And he's not charging that much. And I just want to help him out. I just want to help him out. I think that'll be cool.
What a
who
great
doesn't
add
use
in
that?
that would be, man. That'd be so much fun to add that in.
Yeah, and I mean, dude, he's got access to like some of them old school wrestlers that you probably like to be in. Like, imagine if like Hulk Hogan, or probably not Hulk Hogan, but imagine if like the Nasty Boys showed up at the finisher sub only. Like, if I was like, okay, how much do you think we'd have to pay Brian Sags or whatever his name is, Jerry Sags and Brian Knobs, who are from Catasauqua?
Yeah.
Imagine how much would we have to pay the Bushwhackers to just make an appearance for 2 hours at the finishers tournament?
$300.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? That's in the budget, dude.
That's easy.
That's in the budget.
Come on, dude. Stop by. Say what's up. $300.
Yeah. Or I'm like,
You know what?
Yeah,
let him set up a merch table.
yeah, we
That's
got
like,
we get
that's
like,
like Ashley Schaefer BMW. You're
yeah,
gonna be
exactly.
Ashley Schaefer one day.
You get
He's like, yeah, I'm gonna need $2,000. He's like, I got $200. I got $200.
He's like, all right.
Come on, man.
Listen, we'll give you free burgers. You get anything you want from the food truck.
That's so
6-pack. And you just got to show up and punch a couple people.
You
You
just
know what
gotta
I mean?
start. You gotta buy a wig, dude. You
Yeah.
gotta get a crazy hair.
Remember we took one time. Were you Ashley Schaefer or was
I was Ashley Schaefer.
Oh yeah, that's
and
right.
what
for
was
Halloween or
and
something.
Thad?
It's the night I met the mother of my child.
Yeah, that was a good night.
I was
dude.
Ashley Schaefer, dude.
Yeah, I was
Do you think
trying.
that's what helped? Do you think that's what lied
Dude,
with
she was
the
like, what is the deal with this guy? And I was electric that night. I was on fire, dude.
Is that
I
his
was
hair?
on fire.
Ashley
I had
Schaefer.
long blonde hair, dude. I knew it was.
Someone's gotta bring
I
the
picture.
I showed up to that party
Yeah.
noon. And I just had that whole
Yeah.
get up going.
Yeah.
Ross, pull that up. Oh, he's not over there. I was gonna say, pull up that picture. We should have that.
If you send it to me, I can edit it in.
Yeah. I just wanted to say, Ross, pull that up. But yeah, that Ashley Shaver.
What the hell?
He's like, that's the classic line. We were saying that for a decade. I felt like everyone just kept going, I can feel it in my plums.
Yeah. My plums.
Who is that?
That's Dr. Disrespect.
But wasn't a wrestler say that shit all the time?
Yeah, it's just having a personality.
He's got a good
Dr.
bit.
Disrespect, you know what I mean? He just did
He's
a
the
wig.
best gaming bit.
Yeah, and
Who
then
was
he's
the
got
guy
thing.
that would say that? I'm the best there is. I'm the best there was.
Kurt Angle. Best there ever will be.
What?
Dude, tons of guys.
The Kurt,
Tons of
maybe
guys.
who did say that? The best. Mr. Perfect.
I'm the best in the world at what I
I'm the
do.
best. Well,
That's Jericho.
Oh, that's Chris Jericho.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, Bret the Hitman Hart. Oh,
yeah,
shit.
yeah.
See, that's what I'm talking about. $500. Bret the Hitman comes up and he puts the glasses on
Dude,
one kid
Bret is a little
and
more expensive.
bounces.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Bret's coming from
Bret the Hitman
Canada.
Hart is, yeah.
Well, we got to fly him in from Calgary. He's got to bring Jim the Anvil Neidhart, and
I
he's
wonder
drinking.
I wonder what
He's been drinking. So
I wonder what those dudes like. What do they call that in comedy? Like their rider or whatever.
yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Where when
yeah.
they show up, you got to have like you got to have Coke and cigars ready, and then maybe some fruit, cheese.
What if you requested an old wrestler?
Yeah, exactly.
there's
He's gonna be like,
not-
listen, I'm gonna
Jake
need
the Snake.
I'm gonna need some Tiger Balm. I need Tiger Balm to rub down my muscles.
You might be able to get Jake the Snake.
I'm gonna need 3 packs of paper towels.
Well, Jake the Snake was in a really bad way, but he got his shit
DDP.
together by DDP. Yeah, DDP's out there saving wrestlers. I mean, the cool thing, Pennsylvania, and the guy was right. Pennsylvania does have a pretty rich history in wrestling.
Oh, my
If you
God,
think
yeah.
about it. There's the South, and there's other spots, but
The Killer Kowalski.
yeah. There was another place
I've
that
been
was
thinking about famous people from Pennsylvania all last week, and I was like, damn, there's a lot of really famous people from
but
Pennsylvania.
they don't really talk about it that much. So they're never like, oh, Pennsylvania.
because it's Pennsylvania, dude.
Yeah. Because
I think The
Superfly
Rock mentioned the high school on Ballers.
Yeah,
I think
he
that's,
went
like,
to
the biggest
Freedom,
credit we
which
got.
is
How many?
where I went.
There's Asher Roth. He's from Westchester, right?
Bam Margera.
Bam
that's
Margera.
right. Yeah,
He's
yeah.
famous from around here. He's from out there.
the Andretti's.
Wiz Khalifa's from Pennsylvania. Mac
the-
Miller's from Pennsylvania.
I did not know that.
Yeah.
Dude, tons of guys are from Pennsylvania.
The one girl who's in Hunger Games,
Yeah, blonde chick from
Yeah.
Allentown. Yeah, I don't know. I know her, but
she's
I
from
don't.
Pennsylvania.
What's her? The one porn star's from Allentown. Lisa Ann,
Yes. Yeah.
I think so.
I think Jesse told me that.
Yep.
Blowing up Jesse Spawn.
I just knew that. I don't.
How do you get the nickname the Porn Corner any
Yeah,
other way?
Is that's his nickname? That's awesome.
When we used to do the sports show,
Porn
he would
Corner.
always like know everything about porn, and then Corey, the host, was like, "What is this? The Porn Corner over here?" And then it's stuck.
take it to the
believe
porn
me,
corner.
believe
Curved
me,
it big time.
Believe me, he hates it.
Yeah, there are a lot of people from Pennsylvania though. You wouldn't think about that. And then a lot of like I said, the Nasty Boys. You can't forget
Yeah.
about them.
Can't forget about the Nasty Boys.
The Wild Samoans.
Yeah, that was the other place.
which I
was thinking
believe is
about.
connected to The Rock.
I think it's
And,
the Rock's uncles.
Yeah, something like that. But that whole family.
Yeah.
Like, 'cause dad wrestled, and then I think his uncles wrestled, and then that's how he got in. So basically, you know.
Grace Gundrum is from Pennsylvania.
Legend. Yep.
Yeah. When's that coming up? July?
July 19th will be in El Paso,
That's
baby.
That's around the fucking corner.
Woo!
Gonna be like that.
Dude, I'm
Finisher sub only is going to go down
I might
before
get
that,
a call. I don't know. I might not. There's a lot of guys that are really good at 10th Planet in overtime, so.
Well, but the difference
already
is
there.
We're going to be there.
I'm already
Yeah.
there.
A couple of people asked me on Saturday when there was like 30 deep allegedly at our school, and they were like, "Yo, is JM competing soon?" I was like, "I
Yeah.
mean, I think we're always competing."
Because I'm tearing people apart.
They were like, I'm watching JM's rounds. Has he got something coming up? I'm like, I think
Dude,
we
after
always
that,
got something
after
coming
that,
up.
after that practice, my back was tarnished, dude. My left side, thank God I'm all right. I was just sore, but my whole back was like, oh my God, what the fuck? I probably tried to OT like 9-12 people in a row.
Yeah, we've been doing a lot of OT rounds because obviously the tournament.
No one in jiu-jitsu really does that. And if you watch UFC this past weekend, UFC is starting to look like EBI overtime.
When they hit the ground, yeah.
When well, look at fucking what's
Fucking Herbert Burns.
No.
Herb Burns.
Well, there was that one. Herbert
missed that
Burns took
fight.
that guy's back and choked him right away. What a good strategy! Just jump on their fucking back and OT their ass.
Yeah. I mean,
That's what Aljamain Sterling did.
Yep,
Yeah.
Aljamain Sterling.
He got a hold of the
Body
guy,
triangle.
jumped on his
It
guy.
was super early. I was like, I don't think
That's
this
just
dude's getting
OT.
out of that.
If you're not practicing your rear naked choke defense, you're getting choked. If you're not practicing your armbar defense,
Guys come from people come from other schools that aren't used to that, and then we'll do like we could even do more, but we'll do 2 8s in a minute. So it's basically like almost close to 20 minutes of just people switching in, going back or armbar. People ain't ready for that shit. They might do good like the first or second round, but then after that, like our blue belts and like some of our purple belts been doing this for years now, and like you could tell when you roll with someone, when you get someone's back or you put them in that armbar situation, if they're not like they don't have a path to escape or to deal
they
with
haven't
all
been
your
training
shit,
their grip and-
it's toast.
Yeah, you're gonna
It's
just tear 'em
toast.
apart.
Because there were even, and I can tell even with our guys, because there were dudes I would get their back and I'd toast them right away. And now they're like, it's fucking taking me everything I got to like kill some of our younger guys, like with rear naked chokes, where I just gotta like, you know what I mean? But some people don't have that. So
So
you
that's
can
how
tell
the
when
whole that's how the whole tournament's set up.
it's just a straight shootout. You
and
that's
start
how
on
the
the back
shootout-
and
the
go.
super fight that's regular jiu-jitsu
Yeah,
with
it's
EBI
Grace.
overtime.
It's 10 minutes
Yeah,
with OT.
cool.
So Grace needs to practice OT anyway.
yeah.
But
That's
the
a
guys
fucking
in the
killer
tournament
show.
are really good. Tom Halpin's pretty big dude. He's huge. He's really good.
What's it going to be on Fight Pass?
Yep.
Yep. Jordan Holy's really good. He's on it. Keith.
Keith Krikorian, 2-time finishers champ. Jordan
Ethan.
Holy's been in finishers before. Ethan Krellinson, 2-time finishers champ.
Frankie.
He's a beast. Frankie, multiple-time runner-up. All the guys in it are finishers guys. And John Battle, Spencer, a lot of the guys who
Yeah.
compete in the
Yeah, I
finishers
should be in
tournament.
that. 100% I should be in
So
that.
think about this. Oh, I think Luis.
Yeah, Quinoa's in it. Yeah.
But
I'll be in that shit.
the thing with that is cool is like the guys. Think about this. All the guys that were in the finishers that are competing in that. Like I know Eddie knows this, but all those dudes have done like probably most of those guys have done 3. Ivan Franks might have even done 4 of the finisher sub only tournaments where he's been deep in.
I've been
OTs.
fighting those guys since Purple Belt
Yeah.
this whole time.
I only know
before purple belt, did we?
but
Yeah.
I only know any of those names because they went through finishers.
Well, what's cool is now they're in the
Yeah.
big time, and I just on the finishers, like I just keep sharing all their stuff. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? I just keep sharing all their stuff. So that way we can just keep the whole thing going. And I really appreciate even what JM was saying on that Fight Atlantic podcast he was on. I was just saying like how we, we're just constantly, putting it on and. We just keep having these events, and we're not making that much money off it. Like this one, we won't make any money. We'll lose money for sure on this one because we're not going to have spectators there. But it's when you do stuff for the love of the game, like as corny as that sounds, like just because we love it so much, it always comes back to you. Like 100-fold. Like if you put yourself out there and say, hey, listen, I'm going to run the tournament. I'm going to have to take the reins on this just because we always thought dudes were fucking it up and they were not doing it right. And now we have a huge support system and we have the right people. We got everybody doesn't like it, but we got the right people. And that's why we call it the underground, and I'm just trying to promote as many people, myself included. JM, we did it for our own squad, but I'm always promoting Frankie and Ethan and
it's a great
all the
platform
Henzo
for all
guys,
them to get content as well because you guys aren't charging
Free.
for like you can go, because you always push it. You're like, go rip it. Go rip the shit out of the footage. Make yourself a highlight reel. That's huge.
Tag us in it. We'll share it.
I do it a lot with the Never Again show. It's like, like especially with like D's Pickles came on, and I'm like, dude, they're just dropping a website. I'm like, you can embed that podcast in your website, and your story's told. Anybody who goes on it, like, it's huge to get content, especially if you can't. If you don't know what you're doing, or you don't have somebody to take good pictures, or you don't have the money to set up a studio or anything like that.
Yeah, you got to do that. You got to do that. And then especially if you don't get to compete and you go in local tournaments are kind of corny. When you get those super fights, you don't know how many guys that are, they're the best guys in the game right now that, they always say to us like, oh man, thank you guys so much for what you did for me. Like it wasn't since I started doing finishers, and then I got some pictures and I got on that flyer, and then
that's the other thing too, is you guys have like, I think at this point 4 photographers there almost.
Yeah.
And then it's just like they're tagged and all that, and everybody's got a different look. I mean, when you guys do that now, it's covered.
Yeah.
Like you're covered.
We got Laura, we got our own, we started our own like news type thing with the My MMA News. Is not ours, but I mean, Laura Kent works for them, so she's one of our purple belts.
Yeah. I should have her on the
them.
podcast.
Yeah, for sure. She's got so much information too. She knows so much stuff. She follows all the sub-only events and everything, and she's a really good writer too. So she always, does right by us on like some bullshit ass, blog sites, So fuck a blog, dog. One day we gon' meet,
You
yeah,
called it beforehand.
I never miss.
But yeah, so man, just I don't know, man. I know I'm feeling good because it's my birthday, but I just you feel that like energy, like you were talking about going out that night dressed up as Ashley Williams or Ashley Williams, fucking Ashley Schaefer. Shout out to Ashley Williams. Hope you're doing
that's what I got to do
across
before
the pond
OT.
over there. Yeah,
just get an Ashley. Now I'm saying it.
Yeah,
Ashley.
But see, I think
Schaefer.
that's where you need to start your own character up in the high rise up there. Just be all mysterious with a wig at the finishers.
Paint my face, blonde wig.
Yeah, come out.
Yeah, I'm gonna maybe I do that.
Maybe
Paint my face for OT, dude. Just get like a Vader X or across my eyes or some shit.
Get a bullhorn.
Yeah,
Get yourself a
exactly.
sports
Because you need
jacket.
to, man.
How
like,
about hashtag sub only under your eyes,
Yeah,
some shit
something.
like that? EBI rolls in your hair or some shit.
Yeah, we could do something crazy.
But yeah, dude, isn't
I'm
it crazy
excited
though?
for
We
the
got
balcony hang.
over 150 messages.
Yeah, I
from
saw
the-
you had to post
yeah.
like, "Hey, sorry, but you have to do this,
It's
and that to get in."
dude. I would spend my whole day getting back.
Does anyone
to
want a
people.
beer or anything?
I'm good for now. What time is it? 10:50. Yeah, we got some time.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I got 17.
Let's see. What do I got to do today? I'm going to the Bayou. Shout out to Chris Duarte, Bayou in Easton. Pumped to get back to going to lunch and stuff like that. Shout out to everybody who's staying home. Stay off 22. Just keep your mask on. Stay in your mama's basement. Appreciate that. But yeah, I don't know what else is new, guys.
The D's Pickles. That's what's fucking new,
that was
man.
cool, man. That was cool.
That fucking.
I never
those
knew so
pickles-
much about pickles. Jesus.
I know.
Yeah.
Well, that's why I was excited too, because even in it, I was like, "Well, JM was asking." Those guys are awesome. The pickles are awesome. I've been giving them out to everybody. They're fucking.
They were at,
fantastic.
they were at my house. Yeah, not the guys, but the
They got a
pickles were
great
nice.
following, man. They got good people behind them. That's the fastest. Not that my stuff trends, but I got an alert saying that it got to a specific number faster than ever before. So
People like pickles,
they have a
dude.
great. They have a great group of guys
Yeah,
behind
and
them.
Charlie and them, and then they got the jiu-jitsu community and all this shit. So, yo, how about my shirt? See this shirt Grace got me? Looks
Yes,
like my
that is
dog,
a solid
Yeah, it looks
shirt.
like your dogs. Yeah.
Grace knows what's up. She bakes too. If you guys don't know that, she
Grace
straight
bakes.
up bakes, son. So she had some good cookies and stuff there yesterday. That was dope.
Whipping it up.
What else I want to? Oh, UFC. Break down some fights while I'm grabbing a beer. Fuck it.
Nice.
I'll grab you one, man.
All right, cool.
Break down some fights.
UFC. Let's see. I didn't see
Sean
the whole
O'Malley.
card. Yeah,
Damn Sean O'Malley.
that guy's a beast, right?
Yeah, I mean, he's good.
Who did he knock out? I don't even know.
He walked.
Mustache Mob.
Eddie Weinland.
Weinland.
Yeah, he's been around.
What a
forever.
stupid fucking mustache. But yeah, good. I mean,
Yeah,
I'm
nice.
sorry.
Thank you, dude. Red
Eddie
Stripe.
Weinland, don't come to my house and beat me up for saying that, but it's a stupid mustache.
Well, my buddy was looking at who to pick for the fight, and then they started like saying they were the Mustache Mafia. My buddy's like, I'm out.
That's
It's like, what are you doing?
Yeah, come on, dude.
Face
on, man.
masks with mustaches on it.
Yeah, I mean, Sean O'Malley's like almost 6 foot tall.
That's a tough one.
That fight was gangster.
How was Eddie Weinland ever in that fight? He wasn't ever in that fight ever.
And O'Malley,
He's
good?
brilliant
His
knockout.
grappling's good.
He went like under with the back. His right hand is awesome. He got a sick right hand.
How's his grappling?
I mean,
He got some triangles.
he says he's elite everywhere. He'd get choked in jiu-jitsu tournaments.
yeah, OT, yeah.
He'd get killed.
Well, he just did a jiu-jitsu tournament, didn't he?
Yeah.
But I mean,
One of the worst I've ever seen.
Yeah.
It was one of the worst. I
turned it off.
I sound like a hater. Like, Pri will be like, you're so salty. You're so salty. It's like, no, dude. It's not that I am salty. I am salty. But, like, I think Sean O'Malley got Takanori Gomi, who's, like, lost to everybody.
Yeah.
I love Takanori Gomi. He's a legend, but
Yeah.
a lot of people beat Takanori Gomi. And he, like, Takanori Gomi just shot a shitty double and got guillotined. It's like, dude, no one ever does that.
yeah.
Like when we fight at it's black belt level. I think O'Malley's like a purple or brown, 35er. I like that match
Yeah.
in jiu-jitsu.
What do you think they're going to do with him? Do you think they're going to put him in the top 3, top 5? What are they?
Dude,
it seems like they're really
I don't even know.
slowly taking him anywhere.
You could
Like,
knee
come on,
bar
man.
Sean O'Malley. You could arm bar Sean O'Malley. You could twister Sean O'Malley.
I think if I got him in my
rear
guard,
naked
I'd
choke,
be like,
dead orchard.
Yeah.
I mean, pick one. What do you want to do? Sean
but-
O'Malley might knock me out, but I'm not gonna stand there.
no. That was a good one. How about Garbrandt? I did see
2
that.
walk-off KOs, man. 2 walk-off
Yeah, but
KOs.
Garbrandt's a good boxer, man. That guy
Yeah.
at Sunsao, like they're they like Garbrandt too. Obviously, he's a good-looking
fast,
white
man.
dude.
He's so
fast as
fast.
shit.
He's so fast.
You can't hook with a hooker like that. Like that, a Sunsao dude was just standing with his hands down, like trying to throw hooks with Cody Garbrandt. That's a
And
fucking
then he
mistake.
hit him. The dude hit the floor, and it just goes. Burr.
Yeah, I know, yeah,
I
that
was
was
like,
great.
oh shit.
Don't hook with a hooker.
Yeah.
That's
It was
true.
cool. There was 2 guys that are down. They don't come to the fights all the time, so they got to see those. Because everybody yells like when it goes
Yeah,
off.
yeah.
Like, oh fuck, you're grabbing people. So they were like, "This is cool." It's the same people that if it doesn't do that, they're like, "UFC sucks." But,
It does sometimes,
yeah.
dude. UFC does suck
The
sometimes.
two
But
best.
you ride it out
yeah.
for that shit, you know.
I mean, when you watch a football game, I pass
Yes.
out every one, every time.
Baseball.
Yeah, the 2 best ones that we were out was when McGregor knocked out Aldo.
Yeah.
And we were outside. It was,
That was
late.
crazy.
It was
Were you
late at
guys
night.
where were you?
At Buffalo Wild Wings on that
George
one.
bet me money that
Yeah.
McGregor was going to get knocked out by Aldo. I'm like, you're crazy.
Yo, dude, there were so many people outside. There were people hanging on the fenced
Yeah, it
area,
was fun.
and because even the crowd of other people there was nuts. And then when he hit him, and you just see his body go down,
Yep.
I just remember like you just start
Yeah.
touching whoever's next to you.
Yeah,
You're like,
you're like,
oh shit!
Probably the worst.
What? You start freaking out.
Probably the biggest I ever grabbed somebody is when Francis Ngannou did that uppercut to Overbeam, and I grabbed my
yeah.
buddy and started shaking him, and I go, "He's dead! He's dead!" It was
You
Andy from
killed
the
him.
Dope Show. It
Yeah.
was like his first UFC he ever watched,
Yeah.
and that was a super violent card.
Yeah, that one was fucked up. There's blood all over the place.
Yeah.
And then the other one was when we were at Keystone up above and it was packed. And I just went to take a piss. I think Kat was at home sleeping, and I was like, you know what? I'm gonna go down and see Ronda Rousey fight Holly Holm. Like I didn't remember the rest of the card, and everybody was down there, and we were out. I think we might even been at the beach all day or something. And I woke up and she was passed out. I'm like, I'm going down to Keystone. We lived at Dan's, so I just
Yeah.
walked down, cruising the top right as it starts, and everybody's there. Like people are you could just feel the tension in the room. Like oh shit,
Yeah.
like something's gonna happen. Yeah, motherfucker said ice cream. That was the one when she hit her and she missed and then missed a hook and then fell into the cage. Everyone's like, oh shit.
Yeah.
And then when she kicked her, dude, people like normal people went insane.
Yep.
Like people who have no idea about fights were standing up. There was someone standing on a chair. Like,
Yeah.
she got knocked out.
They built her up too, man. She was fucking.
That's why it's awesome.
Yeah,
she was fucking huge.
Yeah. Oh, that was
And
so
her
great.
every time she fought, because she was undefeated, so it was always like, and it was always quick finishes in the first round. So it was always like, oh, what the fuck's gonna happen?
It's weird, like when I'm coaching, and obviously me and JM are usually there both at the same time. Always, usually when it's a big one, like whether it's when Thor and Grace compete, we're usually always there, except for we missed that one UK trip. But when they win now, like it's weird that I'm used to them winning all the time, but I still I want to get. It's weird, like because we're coaching. I don't know. It's like I get excited, but I almost feel like I don't want to be too excited because I don't want people to think I'm a douchebag or something. But then also too, like like when Thor won combat jiu-jitsu, like I was like, we were going nuts, and he was like hugging us, and we
That's
were just
the title, bro.
Yeah, but I
That's
just
crazy.
sometimes I just start laughing. I don't know why, like not to be like a senile prick, but I'll just be like,
Yeah.
like when they won, I'm
good.
like, I'm like, we got another one. I don't know. I just feel like I just get so like I just start laughing. Like sometimes I don't feel like, holy shit, I can't even believe we were here like this, And like it just keeps rolling. We just keep fucking. Now we're going out. Thor's gonna have a ton of shit coming up.
No, we're definitely a staple.
Yeah.
So
Like,
how they
it's
doing it now? No
staple
audience.
now.
It's just who's coming with, or is Texas different? Are they allowing
Yeah,
stuff?
they're allowed to.
Yeah, Texas is
restaurants
different, but they were trying to make some rules and stuff just to kind of like deter
Yeah.
people from coming. But I think once we get there, it ain't gonna be a problem.
Yeah.
So I'm also lobbying to be one of the refs. Eddie said I could. I've been lobbying him for like months now, and finally I got him to respond to one of the. Like, because we all talk and stuff, and finally I got him to respond to the specific part about me being a ref, and he said I could be the janitor. He's like, somebody got to clean up. I was like, right. I sent a meme
janitor,
of
dude.
I sent a gif of Dave Chappelle.
Yeah.
He's like, it's master of the custodial arts. But yeah, I would, dude. I would love to ref, and I know it's gonna be tough, and I'm sure there's people trying to do it. But honestly, I got the most experience probably out of everybody in the world compared to those two. I don't know who else.
Yeah, I hope people
ref
defund the
more
police
refs.
so I can start robbing people. Just take what you got.
That's not a smart idea, but that's reason why you have guns. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So that way, when shit hits the fan, I got to get mine. So I'm gonna take yours. You
What
know
was
I
it?
mean?
What were we talking about?
That's MCA.
How about Ethan getting robbed at
Yeah.
Fight to Win or whatever?
Fight to Win.
I've been bitching about Fight to Win for years, and then everyone's like, "You're just a fucking salty bitch,
Well,
JM."
tell him what you said because about Atos Donaher.
Atos
yeah.
fights Donaher, but Atos won't fight 10th Planet.
Right.
That's real weird.
It's weird, but then Atos fights Donaher, and then Atos always gets the luck of the call.
Yeah, like if we're 10th Planet versus DDS at Fight to Win, DDS is always going to get the judges.
Yeah, they'll get the judge
100%
call.
of the
Yeah,
time.
all the time.
Never going to even be close.
Nope.
And now that's the same thing. Like if DDS fights Atos is always going to get the.
Yeah, why?
'Cause
And Donaher,
guys
do you see
suck.
his face when they gave that call? He
Yeah.
was like,
I would just be like, that was clear.
yeah,
that was clear.
he almost
robbery.
had his back, almost had him in a rear naked choke.
Yeah, that was bad.
And none of the leg locks were even close that the Rotolo brother put on him.
It was shitty.
And he was putting him in shit. But I will give, obviously the Rotolo brothers are fucking insane, dude. That was 15 minutes of fury with those guys, and he wasn't tired. It didn't seem like he was even tired.
They were
They
tired.
kept moving. I mean, I know they were,
Yeah,
but
but
they were
was-
fucking moving. That's 15 minutes of nonstop. People don't understand how hard that is.
Or do you think the Rotolo twins will be into doing OT?
Maybe eventually.
Yeah.
I mean, they seem more into the. I mean, look, I don't see why they wouldn't, because now maybe they wouldn't like the OT, like essentially, but I don't see why they wouldn't be in the sub only, because they figured out the leg locks. They're not getting leg locked by Nikki.
Yeah.
Like, okay, so they went against Nicky Ryan and Ethan Crownson.
Nicky looked a little out of shape.
Yeah,
though.
he did, but neither guy got leg locked though. They were in spots, but they weren't like in anything.
Oh, not
deep.
even close,
Yeah.
no.
Yeah, so maybe if Nicky's in better
I was trying to be
shape,
just like the Rotolo twins on the day after that. I
Yeah.
was working my passing and shit.
Yep. So
How they
much
like
fun,
lay their
man.
weight on people.
moving side
Beautiful
to
stuff.
side, throwing the legs, stepping on the legs,
Beautiful
leg
stuff.
drags.
Ethan got robbed though.
Yeah,
And then
for sure.
Gordon Match was cool. Mm-hmm. The Kyle Bane.
Yeah, shout out to Kyle Bane for stepping up.
Savage,
He's one of the only
dude.
guys who step up to fight Gordon Ryan.
Yeah, I want to see that. I want to see that in
I
OT
didn't.
too.
A friend of mine follows Gordon Ryan on social media, and I didn't realize what he does on social media. It's ridiculously funny.
He's an animal.
I
and
shared a
can't-
video of his.
He don't give
the
a
other day.
fuck. He's like, if you say some like, I guess kid was giving him shit about he didn't post something, and he just lit the kid up. He went into his account. He's like, "You're telling me not to do this, and you're wasting your time trying to be this broke rapper on SoundCloud."
Yeah.
Like, it was like 10 to 15 minutes.
Well, he must
of
have
just-
like
I saw that was funny.
Gordon Ryan got a
My buddy was like, and
was
then I started
hilarious.
following him.
Gordon Ryan got a lot of money too, so I'm sure
Yeah.
he's probably got like hackers on deck, like or like nerds that love him. Where that
Oh
someone
no,
says
he's
something
sick.
bad,
He's sick
like,
to everybody on them. Then and then he's like, "Hey, I'll repost your comment."
"Where's the Gordon Ryan?" What did he say? He's like, "Where's the King's royalty crew or whatever?" He's like, "Handle
Yeah.
this guy."
yeah.
Hey, say what
Good
you want. That
stuff.
shit's funny though.
Yeah.
Yeah,
mean, he
guys
got-
know about my shit.
he
If they
got the
come on
time.
my profile and talk shit, I will fucking.
Good for him.
You
You
will
don't
get
give
flamed.
a fuck. You don't give a fuck.
He got the time to do shit. I don't know how he has the time, but he got the time to be doing all that shit. Stay jacked. You
It's
know.
not that hard, dude. I stay jacked and
Yeah, but I mean, you ain't putting, dude, the time he put into those Instagrams, dude, that's like recording
Yeah,
stuff
that's a
and
lot, yeah.
fucking
All the typing.
posting messages
Yeah.
and like I get like even I can't even I get like one or two arguments.
I just tell
and
people
I'm like,
they're right. I'm like, you're right, and then I just keep going, making money, doing my thing.
That's a lot.
Being
of
super
stuff,
successful.
Dude. Seems like a lot of time.
Enjoying my life.
His house is sick. You saw that shit? His fucking house is huge,
dude. Wait till you see my house. No, I don't know.
Let's put our houses together, bro. What else? That's pretty much all I got, man. I don't know what else. I'm gonna drink these red stripes. Go out to dinner tonight.
Yeah, man, have a good
What do
time.
you get at Bayou?
I don't know. I always wanted the mac and cheese is good. I don't know what's on the menu now, but it's hard not to get that chicken.
That fried chicken,
Yeah.
dude.
It's hard not to get the chicken. And then, but they got a lot of other stuff too. You know, I just want to get the chicken every time I get there. It's so good. They were doing deals. I never did it. I should have, but I did get curbside to go.
Yeah.
Over there. Drinks, which is cool because you could drink and drive now, I guess, right?
Yeah, the slushies made that a big thing.
Yeah. Well, no, actually, you know what? You won't, because down at Tanzo's, you won't be able to get through that drink though while you're in your car because they put a sticker over the top. So that little sticker.
I saw a guy.
Don't drink this right now.
I saw a guy at DNR lose his shit. I was like,
"What's DNR?"
There's a beer distributor down here, and they have like smoothies, and they have like growlers you can fill up and shit. They didn't close at all during this whole thing. They've been busy. So there's a guy in front of me who won't move up, so I just have to keep carrying my red stripe on my shoulder, and I'm like, thank you. And then the guy's like, yeah, I called. He's like, you guys have he's like Long Island and peach slushies, and the girl's just like, they're not ready. And he goes, I called. I should have recorded it, but I'm not used to like, thinking to like, record. I need to start doing it more. And he goes, yeah, I called. He's like, you said it'd be ready. And the girl's like 22.
Yeah.
So she's just like, yeah, sorry. She's like, I have these other flavors. He goes, those aren't the flavors I wanted. I called about those two. And she's like, and he goes, how long? And she goes, till what? And he goes, till they're done and I can buy them. And she goes, I don't know. She goes, it's got to turn into ice. And he goes, I want a time. And then she looks back at him and goes, 45 minutes to an hour? And he goes, 45 minutes to an hour, and stormed out.
Yeah.
Fuck you.
What do they call those guys now? It's not Karen. It's what are the other guy? Kevin's. They call those Kevin's.
Kev Bo.
Yeah.
I walked right up to the counter and I go, hey. She goes, hi. I go,
I'll take whatever you have.
Is everyone acting like this today? And she goes, just him.
Yeah. Guys are assholes.
Fuck you,
at
dude.
Tanzo's, it's the opposite. No one's being an asshole. Everybody's so cool over there, and but they do have to keep yelling at people to not drink the drinks in the parking lot. I saw Jules there, and I was hanging out with 2 drinks. There was another guy talking. He had one of the carriers, had 4, and he was just sipping out of one. Guy's like, hey, you can't drink that in the parking lot. He's like, all right, cool. Then there was like 2 women sitting in a car, and the guy brings 2 out, gives it to him. The girl takes it, puts it in, and he's like, hey, he's like, you can't drink that in your car.
I specifically buy
like,
them
what?
to drink on the way home.
Yeah.
Like, I don't wait till I get to the studio.
I got like an alcoholic
Drunk
root beer
driving's
float.
hilarious, dude.
The fact that they let it keep going like that that's wild. And someone was like, bro, someone could easily just, go to the liquor store and buy a bottle of rum or Captain Morgan's just drink it on the way home too. I'm like, yeah, they could, but it doesn't taste like a root beer float. You know what I mean?
A lot harder.
Like it's a little bit different. Like, yeah, sure, if you're a crazy alcoholic, you could do that. But if you're just a regular guy.
Taking a
Also,
nip.
too, I heard like Main Street in Bethlehem was just like
there was a
like
band.
music fest.
Yeah, there was a band.
Hell yeah. That's by my house too.
Well, I
so
was
I'm about to
wondering
go
if
down there.
Easton was going to do that because I saw Two Rivers like shut that road down, and there are seatings like when they do the whatever Out Loud festival they do like every other Saturday or something. So I was like, I wonder if Easton's actually going to kind of like
Loudmouth
come
Festival
together and like shut down a little bit and then like have the restaurants be open. But I mean, it seems like everyone's just saying, cool, you want it outside? Here's 9 picnic tables.
Yeah,
Go
and
fuck yourself.
they
you don't have to wear a mask.
yeah, they
Like,
put they're
or-
blocking on the weekends. I think from Thursday to Sunday they're going to block off the streets. So
Yeah.
you can walk around there,
Good.
which is awesome.
Yes. It's
know?
it's just stupid. It's like I saw the beer garden was separatist down at the Silk Mill, and I was like, oh, cool. So I was like, oh, I have to actually read to see what the fuck it is.
Yeah.
Well, you have to wear a mask when you enter, and then once you sit at the table, the mask can come off. But if you use the bathroom, you have to put your mask back on. And I'm like, what the fuck are you talking about? You think it's just lanes of fucking the way you're going? You're not going to get sick?
So you got to take a
It's
piss or a shit with a mask
Yes.
on, and then
Yeah.
wash your hands, and then touch the mask when you come back. and touch the door.
Just like it's like, oh, the table's a safe zone. Like, go fuck yourself.
You know what I'm wearing when we go on the flight to El Paso? Oh, I'm going to Florida. That's right.
I just bought a mask.
Let me plug. Let me throw some plugs out there real quick. Yeah, I got us red and black. What are those things? Like handkerchief bandanas. For the plane, because they want you to wear one on the plane. I'll probably wear my other mask, but at least for while I go through security, I'm gonna wear my cowboy hat that I just bought and one of those masks on the way down. And then
airports are probably fun now.
Yeah, it's gonna be a joke. But I'm going to Florida in a couple of weeks, so June. It's a Tuesday night, June something or other. The week, second to last week in June, second to last Tuesday in June, I will say I'm gonna be at Cocoa Beach, Florida. Seminar 6 to 7:30 at Off the Grid BJJ. Shout out to Frank Dukes. Come smoke on with your boy. It's like $20 donation or some shit like that. I'm just gonna be in town hitting the beach. So
45.
There's that, and yeah, catch us in Texas if you want to see us there. We're gonna be in a finishers tournament. Sliding in the DMs. FinishersMMA.com, shopfinishers.com. You can buy a bunch of shirts on there. I think I want to buy that one. That's a medium working class one, right?
Hey, man, it's your birthday. That one's on me.
Yes! Hell yeah.
I hope it's actually
I got
medium.
a lot of cool stuff I'm doing. One is a medium. I got a lot of cool stuff I'm doing this week, too. So, I don't know. I'm just feeling good. So, a lot of love to everybody out there. So, love you guys. Anybody else?
No. Check out the These Pickles podcast. All promos this week. Got more shit coming on. T-shirts, all that.
Dr.
Nothing in the game. I'm the best.
Finishers! Now we go. Suck one. Fat one. Peace.